Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pretty big day because I finally received my first dividends from a few NEOS funds that I own today. I wanted to show you what shares do I own of these NEOS funds, how many shares, and how much I made from owning these. Before we get started, all I ask is if you like this kind of content, hit that like button. That way it reaches more people. And if you're interested in joining a private chat group where we talk about selling options and I share all of my trades on there, go check it out. It's linked in the description. There's a 3-day free trial right now, so you can go check it out and see if it's right for you. And I've been investing in these NEOS high income ETFs amongst 3 of my different portfolios. I own a few in my Robinhood portfolio. So if we look, what I've been doing is I take some of the money that I make from selling options on some of my favorite stocks like SoFi and start buying shares of the S&P 500 high income ETF and also the Bitcoin high income ETF. If we go over to NEOS's website, we can see the S&P 500 high income ETF currently has a distribution rate of 12.19%. And these pay out each and every month. So it'll be about 1% a month if things stay consistent. I also invest in the QQQI, which is the NASDAQ High Income ETF. This one has a distribution rate of 14.42, also paying out monthly. And then lastly, BTCI has the highest at 28%. Once again, these all pay out monthly. If you're interested, you could go to their website and you can see all of their latest distributions. This is the BTCI list of distributions. So we can see this month they paid $1.34 per share that you own of BTCI this month. And so far, the shares that I own in Fidelity are the first ones to actually pay me. So I took some screenshots. Here are the shares that I own in Fidelity. You can avoid the S&P 500 that just happened to land in the middle between these other income ETFs. But I have about 90 shares of SPY in this account. I have 71 shares of BTCI. And then I have 16, almost 17 shares of QQQI in Fidelity. However, I just ended up buying a few $100s worth of QQQI since I used the money that I made today from these payouts to buy even more shares. That's what's great is you can compound, take your payouts, reinvest it into more shares, and then eventually get more in distributions. And up here are the distributions shown that were paid out to me today based on the shares below. So from QQQI, I only made $6. I had less than, like I said, 16, 17 shares because I just ended up buying more before filming this video. But BTCI, I made almost $100 from holding 71, almost 72 shares of this ETF, which is crazy. And then another almost $50 of distributions from SPY. So altogether in Fidelity, I almost made $150 this month from holding these different ETFs. And I plan on adding over time, especially to my QQQI position to try to get it up there with these other 2 positions. Now I do hold some more shares like we saw in Robinhood and also in my M1 Finance account. I have a portion of that portfolio that was focused on dividends and I've reallocated it all to these different ETFs. They haven't paid yet, but I think I'm on track to make about $400 to $450 this month alone from holding these different ETFs, which to me is insane because I'm doing absolutely nothing other than owning these, and these funds are selling options on the underlying assets, just as I do in my Robinhood portfolio. And I'm getting paid from the money they're making selling options in the form of these distributions. My ultimate goal is to try to get to $1,000 a month in passive income from holding these different ETFs. And what's great is, it wasn't shown in this BTCI distribution, but if we go back and look at the QQQI distributions, we can see that this last one that they announced of 64 cents that you're getting paid from each share that you own was the highest of all time. So I'm not only getting paid more from buying more shares, but perhaps the distribution amount can also go up over time. And I could also get paid more that way. That's obviously unknown. Who knows what the future holds in terms of distributions? Nothing's set in stone. You could see it fluctuates. But I just want to show you, I made almost $150 from owning some of these shares in my Fidelity account. I thought it was sweet. That instantly hit my account. I'm going to reinvest it into more shares and try to build that up over time. So I hope you like this content. It's a little bit different than me just showing me selling options, making income that way. It's also, okay, how can I passively make income? Taking the money I make from selling options and put it into something that pays me each and every month. So I hope to see you in a future video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.